Welcome back.
Today we're going to talk about an exercise that you're probably not doing.
This exercise will cover roughly 80% of all the strongman events.
We're talking about pin squats.
So if you don't know what the pin squat is, it is a squat variation. The main difference is that you're taking the barbell, I have a safety squat bar right here, right now, from the safeties instead of the J-cups.
I have a shoulder problem at the moment that keeps me from being able to get back to hold a bar onto my shoulders. You can just use a typical barbell, but this is really good if you have any kind of shoulder impingement or any reason that you don't have that flexibility.
Partial range of motion, it can range from a couple of inches all the way to a full squat, depending on your goals. Today, we set the safeties up, which will hit the power position. That is any position that you're in, like for a log, you're doing like a push press or a jerk overhead. It's this position here. Picking up a yoke, picking up a farmer's 18-inch deadlift. Robin's kind of demonstrating how to set up. And if you look at her knee angle at the bottom, that is that power position that we're talking about. This is in the side position here. The power position is a flexion of the knee. Okay, so it's not a full squat. You're just kind of going down in a partial range of motion. Some of the things to consider is your foot placement. If you want to strengthen up the power position, like say in the yoke, farmer's carry, even 18-inch deadlift, your foot placement should be roughly about here. If you're in the yoke, you get in position here, you can lift up and you can immediately start walking forward. If your feet are wide and you pick up the yoke, well, you can't start out like this, right? You need to bring your feet in and then go. Well, why not strengthen this position right here? Same thing, farmer's carry, same thing. Pick it up, boom, you can carry it just like this. Narrow position is good for those events. Say if you widen your stance just slightly, say shoulder width apart, and have your toes flared out slightly, that's a really good way to help strengthen a power position. Like say if you're doing an overhead lift and you're trying to strengthen a push press or a jerk overhead. So you say hypothetically, I have a log on my chest here, you dip down, you're in that power position, you have your knees tracking over your toes, boom, it helps this helps strengthen that movement. If you're a power lifter and you're trying to bring up your squat, put your feet in the position of where you usually squat. Now, rep ranges can vary. You can go and work up to a heavy single. If you're doing like say a truck pull, practicing for a truck pull, anywhere from 15 to 20 reps is a really good range to help prepare the body for the shock of pulling a vehicle. If you look at the athletes at the side profile, their legs are in that power position when they first start in the truck. This is an excellent exercise to strengthen up that position. You want to be able to keep the hips under the bar. If you go in and you have your feet too far back and your hips are high, this will end up being more like a pin good morning, like that, which honestly, it's a good exercise, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Get in a position to where your hips aren't high, they're kind of on the low side, and you're thinking leg drive. You're pushing into the floor. You're not thinking lifting up. You're thinking push the floor away from you. Don't come crashing down like a butthole. Nice controlled reps. Come down, touch the pin, relax a little bit, retense, big air, press up, breathe, bring it down under control, relax a little bit, retense up, breathe. You can go really heavy. This exercise here is something that you don't want to do often. You don't want to do this every week. This really shoots the heck out of your nervous system. So my recommendation would be like every other week or every third week, and throw it in after your full range of motion squat. You never ever just wanted to concentrate on the pin squat. It's a big no-no. That'll help prevent injuries. You can really load up the weight, and the mind will get to the point of saying, hey, you know what? I have X amount more on your back than you usually do. So when you do your regular sets and rep scheme, it'll be a piece of cake, at least in your head. So it's one way to trick the body into thinking, hey, this isn't too bad. It kind of shocks the body into being prepared for heavier and heavier loads.
All right. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it if you felt that it was helpful. You can also find us on onewaystrength.com as well as on Facebook and Instagram. So until next time, bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, look, a dog. Oh, it's a lawnmower.
Yay.
Yay. Oh,
It's
no.
the pin squat.
Oh, no.
No.
No, no.
No.
No, no.
No.
Maybe this one should go inside. He's like, I'm not falling for that. I'm going to wing it. Like,
Okay.
I've never winged it before.
All right.
Range of motion. Motion.
Motion.
Good old Canadian, eh?
Help.